Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices for the 8th of February, and starting with the UK market this time. And on the daily chart this is, and we're looking at a move down here as an A wave, a B wave, and 5 waves for a C wave here, low here, bringing us in at this point here. So there is also the possibility too that this move down through here this A wave can be wave 1 and wave 2 and wave 3 here and wave 4 here. So this can be the same for all the European indices, okay? But in most cases we're counting this up as a 5-wave sequence, and we've reached our 5 waves within this particular structure, so we're looking for an ABC correction to pull back into, well, to the 50-60% retracement level, and then a move up from that point. So what we need to do is we will, for both of these counts here, we'll need to have strategies, and we'll also need to monitor this move down through here. If it's a very clear ABC pattern, well, that's fine. We can move in on the long side over here, being at the 61.8% mark here, the 6,800 here. If that becomes the retested resistance, then we'll know that we'll be heading lower from that point, with one more low coming into place here. So just looking at this market on the 4-hour chart and counting the move to the upside, we have a rather large wave 4 here for this particular market, because it was going through some political turmoil at the time, but at the same time we still kept our counters 1 and 2 and 3, ABC for 4 and up for 5 here. So we're looking at a top being in place here, and we're looking for further downside to move into the 7,000 before we see our first bounce, and then a move down into this particular space here. On the 1-hour chart here, we've been tracking this move up through here from wave 4, and we've had long trades in through here and here and here, and we've been now stopped out with this move here coming through here. So that's it. So at this stage here, this little move down through here appears to be impulsive, so we can also look to have short trades over here. Let me just check this on the tick chart first. So that's our high here, so that's fine. So we can look at this as wave 1 and 2 here, and this is all okay for wave 3 and 4, and yep, yeah, that's okay. I got it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 to this point here. So this is our rally here. So what we can look for here is that, take this and that. So we could look for a rally back up into this space here. Now, because we've got 5 waves down here, that means we'll get some sort of ABC correction to this space, and then we'll move lower from that point. So yeah, look, you can sell a small position here, but also too, just to look at things here as well, these lows that are going in place. So if the market breaks this low, you can short, well, you can even short this low here. So you should be able to keep moving up here with those lows there, but yeah, we'll see a rally before we see another downside here. But this brings us back to, if I can just clean this up a little bit here, just in case we don't get back to this space, back to the hourly chart here. So what we can do here is we can move that up into here for being a short trade at that particular point, but also too, we know that we can look at this 50 area through here. We can also look to short in this particular space here, so I'll put that in green there. We're expecting some sort of corrective rally into this space before further down. So that also leaves, if we've got this low here and we've got a second low in place, which is not there yet, And then you can draw a line across this area here. You're trading against the trend, so trade less. Less is more. And we should be seeing a move coming much further down from that point. So if we can build a few small positions in here, then we'll be able to navigate further down from this point. So this should fold back into the 7,000 at this point. I'll just save that, and we'll move on to the DAX at this stage. So Germany fell a little bit quicker. Some manufacturing figures, I think, were there. But once again, we've got wave 1 here. We're looking for an ABC for wave 2. We can also consider this being a wave 4 here as well at this stage. This has moved down rather sharply here, but that's kind of typical for a wave A, because if we've got a market that's moved up, it's normally the A wave that's the sharpest, and then the B wave and the C wave is on a slighter angle through here. If we see this on a faster angle through here, well, then we'll know that it's more bearish. So on the 4-hour chart here, we've been counting, this is the same for the S&P 500 by the by. So 1 and 2 here, and all the way up for 3 and 4 to here, and then 5 here. As you know, I did make an error in here. I thought we were getting one more wave up here based on wave 4 being over here. But I need to look at this here as a triangle pattern, as an ABC pattern. But before I go there, we're looking for, in this case, another little low in here, a little B wave in here, and a C wave down into this space here. So give that some consideration. So on the 1-hour chart here, so I've labeled this here from wave 3 over here. There's an A and a B and a C and a D and an E here for wave 4, and then the 5 waves up here for this. So didn't get that extra little tiny wave up here, so apologies about that. Because if I were there, we would be on the short side of this much earlier, but it's not the case. So the other thing that we had here on our website, of course, we got the turn here because we looked at this wave 3 here being wave 1 here, and an A wave here, a B wave here, and looking for this to be a C wave here. So we've got a bit of a problem with this here. So when it's solvable. So once we've got this 5-wave structure here finished down through here, we'll look at this as an ABC pattern here. If it is corrective here, then we can look to short across here. But our main trade in all of this is really waiting for this correction to be over, and then a move up. I mean, the other markets also need to move up as well. So with the French market here, for example, we've only still got our first move down through here. This here on the cash market makes this the high here on the cash market for the French market, not these. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for this move. So we're still short here. I mean, we're still short of an A and a B and a C here for this. So it needs to dance off the 5,000 here for a while before breaking lower into this space. And this is also the same for Italy as well. For the FTSE MIB here in Italy, with this count's been quite stable. So, but once again, we haven't really been interested in this market until we've had these 5 waves finished to the upside, which is completed now. We're in our correction now, so I can just clean these little moves up here. But basically this here is looking for the A wave here. We'll look back for the B wave, and we'll look down for the C wave of wave 2 here. And then we'll be interested in trading to the long side. You can certainly trade to the downside here with all of this, but you'll just need to be a little bit careful. So if I was doing it, I would wait for this to complete, and you'll know when it's complete because you'll see the rally in here like this, and then draw the line across here. And if that's going to be the case, then you're going to have a safe trade to the downside here on this here. And trading down to the closest largest number is what we do. So the 19,000 would be the catalyst for a bounce there, and also target. So, alrighty, well that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Cheers.